Welcome back, everybody, and for another episode of Glen Isla Extended Multi-Fruit. Excited where the map is going to take us and what adventure awaits us. So, basically, in the intro episode, I kind of just laid the groundwork as to what was what with the new map without too much investigation. First episode, basically, we played around with a couple of the fields. We have definitely gone ahead and joined these two fields. Like I said, I would do that off camera, just the last little bits. We own field, I believe this is field 5. Whoops, wrong thing, I didn't want to do that. Yes, this is field 5. We own that. I don't believe, just let me double check, I don't believe that we have it. I think it needs lime. Hang on a second here. Where are we here? No, it does not need lime. It's partially fertilized, but I do think underneath, or I think I might have plowed it. I think I did plow it. I'm trying to remember where we were at. So I think I'm just going to go ahead. Now you can see this, basically these fields here, they're showing them as separate. This is unfertilized, but that is only because we haven't actually put the oilseed radish throughout there yet. So I thought, let's just unify that particular field, and we will, well, going the wrong way, we're just going to go ahead and just recover it in oilseed radish so that it all looks right. So we got the oilseed radish selected. Let's bring up the course play. I believe I need to generate a full course for field 2 now, because again, all the fields are all those separate fields are now joined. We're going to go around, we're going to go twice, we're going to go counterclockwise, we're going to turn. Our work width is correct. Let's generate that course, and we'll go back again. This is still a bug, we need to switch that around. We'll double check our field speeds here. Looks pretty good. We can pick that one up a little bit. Maybe not quite that much. And we'll start at the first waypoint. Whoops, went right past it there. We're set for the cedar, and let's drive that course. Whoops, wrong one. And again, looks like the HUD problem is finally finished with, at least until it wants to bug out on us. But seems like it is willing to come up even after finishing his course. Cross our fingers. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, we have put that chicken coop in there. You can kind of see through the trees there. I did add the chickens off screen. I think I got like I don't know, 150, 170 chickens in there. It holds 500. Yeah, so that is in place. Now, I did run into a little bit of a problem, and again, I don't blame the developer of the map. It seems to be a 1.3 issue, the way they are messing with, yeah, see, that's what happened. Okay, I had to basically go through my mods. I thought it was a conflict in the mods, when in actual fact, it's a conflict in the priority ordering of the mods. And what I had to do was basically disable almost every mod except my placeables. I wasn't going to redo this. I basically disabled them all, and one at a time added them to the game, saved the game, exited the game, came back in, added the next mod, left all my scripts for last, and most importantly, I actually had the course play left in with my placeables. So I think it kind of got a top priority there. But the very last mod I put in, if you use the vehicle, vehicles, what the heck is it called again? Vehicle sorter? Or no, it's a sortation mod. The vehicle, it's not the manager, it's the other one. I can't remember. My brain is losing it after all that manipulation. The one where you basically go like that, okay? Vehicle something, vehicle inspector, I think it's called. I put that in dead last. And again, each mod, and I saved all the scripts except for courseplay till the very end. And again, I added the mod, saved the game, exited. Added the mod, saved the game, exited. For everything pretty much except my placeables. And again, leaving the scripts for last. And I had success, because now I can have that up, and I'll just quickly fire it up. There is the farm forward activating, which was indicative of a problem, which is basically what led me to the problem, because the times seem to be all messed up on this map, but it's affecting all the mod maps. And again, anybody having trouble with your mod maps, try doing that, assuming the mod itself is not, you know, a problem. And I think you'll have great success. Again, it is a prioritization of mods. If you've ever played Truck Sim or something like that, you'll notice if you've ever used any of their mods, they tell you priority is a matter. You know, you got to put it in before this one or that one, and the same applies in Farm Sim. Okay, enough about that. Let's get back onto farming here. I think what we want to do here in this particular episode is I think what we want to do is to extend this field. So to make it somewhat square, I think what we'll do is we're going to start from this edge and go backwards. I like a nice straight line if I can get one. No, not those kind of lines. Anyways, let's drop this down, and let's Y to create fields, and hopefully I know it always does a little bit extra, so I'm hoping this is going to be right and nice and straight. It wanted to go one more row, it looked like. Okay. Trying to do that carefully. I don't like making a mess here. Come on, just jump one over one lane there. And I think that should be good. And we'll try to go as straight as humanly possible here. I hate crooked lines, okay? So let's not do that. How we doing there? Well, we could have done better, couldn't we? Oh well. I might make one more pass up there once I get it squared away. I think we're going to stop right about there. Let's lift this up, and we'll kind of go clockwise, I think, around this particular field. And as we have course play, I don't have to worry too much about a headlands here, or an in-game headlands. Okay, so I think this thing wants to start somewhere in around here. That looks pretty darn good. Like a good guess, what do you say? Yeah, that's not too bad. Like I say, I'll go over it one more time once the field is truly established, and try and make straight lines straight again. We're going to come around this way. I don't want to get too close to the hedges. It saves on extra headlands, I think. Just even if they're selected to turn on field, they can tend to be like a longer unit and run into things. Let's just go like this. Wish they had like an eraser function where you could just, and they do, I know, the roller, but just make a gentle turn here. I'm trying to trace that hedge a little bit with the edge of the plow as best we can. How's that? I think we'll just come in like this, and we'll try and square off in a gentle curve right to this line. Ooh, I think we just had enough room to do that. Oh, slightly more than what I wanted, but you know what? That's okay, because we're going to straighten this line out too, right? One last chance at this. Let's see if we can get it right. Otherwise, I'm going to have to break out that metal roller or whatever, return to previous state type roller. I think Black Sheep Modding made one there. Forget how you, the Xylor or whatever the heck that thing's called. Be nice if Giants could precision the carve of this thing, so you know that that edge actually is the edge and not just a little extra, you know. Well, let's go with this. I'm just not even going to look at the plow. I'm just going to try and trace this plow line with my front steer tire, and that should give me something of a reasonable... Oh, I'm in the dark, I can't see it. Should give me something of a reasonably straight line, I would think. So we're flattening out this row at the center of our front steer. And it's going to get dark, hard to see. Doing the best I can. I think that's going to make for a fairly decent straight edge. What do you think? Let's just take it right up to the end here, like so. What do we got there? Well, that looks pretty darn good to me. Okay, so we'll just finish doing this up here. In actual fact, we'll come back to this in a moment. What I'd like to do is just jump out here for a minute. Let's go over here. I think this... Oh, I thought he would be almost finished, but a little bit yet to go, and I was going to put him to work in this field. However, we do have... Where are you? You're hiding. Peekaboo. There we go. Let's put the good old John Deere to work. How about that? How do you like them apples? Again, we don't own field 6. That's the big one to our left there. We do own this one. So until I can actually buy it, this field is ready to go to seed. So that's what we'll do. And we're going to do something we've never done on Glen, Isla. We're going to plant carrots. How do you like them apples? Or carrots? Okay, so let's go for carrots wherever they're hiding. We'll have to figure out how to get them out of the ground after the fact. There it is. And just for giggles, we don't really need it, but let's just go ahead and do a course plot on this, just because I think a lot of people like seeing that. Again, you have to first select it's a planter, and then you'll bring up the course plot. And this is field 5. And we're going to do one headland counterclockwise, turn, correct work width, looking good. We'll generate that course, come back, and we'll just plot our field speed, pardon me, and whoops, wrong way. Backup speed doesn't, or turn speed does not need to be that slow. Backup neither. And I don't know why it always denotes to 24, because it's a 25 km/h limit. I give it 26 just for good measure, and I always switch this to maximum. Okay, that looks good. We'll go to, whoops, sorry, we should have changed this one. Where is it? It's hiding. There it is. It's counterclockwise. And we'll start at the first waypoint. And we'll start the driver. I can turn the HUD down with confidence. Gladly. Finally. Thank you. I can press my right mouse button to adjust my player camera. Scuderia, if you are watching, thank you for the suggestion. And once again, you can go ahead and activate your vehicle inspector, but just one at a time, adding your mods, especially the script ones at the end, and leave that one for last, and you should be fine. Time seems to be no issue, and I did test it at the house. I can sleep. Okay, so we're going to leave these fellas to do that. I'm going to run back over to the plow and finish what is some manual work that we need to do. House is looking very dapper. He slows down walking through that mud. I don't know if anybody noticed that. He did. That wasn't me moving the buttons. I actually did accelerate him because he did slow down. Okay, let's jump in here and let's continue on. Let's just lift this for a moment with what we were doing. So far no bugs, except for that one with the prioritization of the mods, and that's going to be true for any mod map, okay? If you're having troubles, you heard what I said in the beginning of the video, and if you didn't, you better rewind. You're going to miss it. Here, oh, I cut that a little early. I wanted to try and take it all in one sweep, but that's okay. We'll just come right around. I love farming. I love the idea of farming simulator. I think Giants could have done a much better job, though. You know, put it this way, it wouldn't have hurt them to spend a little money, get a proper game engine for this thing, so we could have multi-core support. Then they wouldn't have to do the black magic programming. Might I suggest 4-reel engine? What an amazing game this would be if they had a very good multi-core support game engine. And they, like I say again, the modders, if you're having a field day, they didn't have to deal with the black magic programming Giants introduced to be able to even accomplish better lighting, which is basically all they did here. There was a few changes in the program, and they introduced some features, but really where it came to the game engine, which is what's really holding this game back and holding the modders back, it remained the same. So hopefully they are getting the message, and it's really sad that we have to deal with this for 2 years. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll release a 2020 with the new game engine. Double their money. You know, instead of every 2 years they're trying to release some kind of, you know, DLC that I can get a way better mod for free. You know, maybe they should look at introducing all these DLCs into their yearly improvement of the game, starting with the multi-core support. Am I ranting? I didn't mean to, but I think that's what's happening, just because it really needs to be sent loud and clear to Giants, who just doesn't seem to get the message. Okay, so we can stop the create field, and we'll pack this up here like so. We'll park this bad boy over here. Wonder how our animals are doing. But again, daily episodes will be coming up, and we're just gonna check our animals here real quick, like see if they need anything. Just disconnect him for now. Let's take a peek. How do they look? Oh, they could use some wheat and barley for the chickens. That's not looking terrible. But I'll tell you what, let's go jump into our Fiat, which I really enjoy as well. And we'll go take the chickens some grits. Love the inside look of this thing. They did that right. It looks so retro, you know, and I enjoy that. Hopefully my audio, I got it right again. This time we're going to give them barley. Last time I gave them wheat. And they tend to like the mixture, I understand. So this way that'll probably take them up to 100%. I noticed with just straight wheat they sit at 99%. Like a guy could be bothered for 1% to change that up. You know what? I'm kind of stupid today. I'm a dumb Canadian. What am I doing here? I am so silly. I forgot I left the feed trailer lined up there. Now, granted, there was a lot going on in between, and that was yesterday. I just dumped this. I hate that. There we go. Dump the barley back in the silo. Disconnect. we'll go take a drive over to the feed trailer that I left sitting in place. All I have to do is hook onto it to feed the chickens. If you didn't catch what I was looking at or what I was talking about there the last minute and a half. There it is. All I got to do is hook onto that, dump, and the chickens are fed. That's kind of a new program I'm doing here, but I didn't have this industrial sized chicken pen before. Again, it holds 500 chickens. Okay, so let's go ahead and top them up. And I'll disconnect. We'll hop out and just take a peek at them. See how they're doing. I do need to replace my egg pallet. That was one of the things I had to resave the game several times before I got down to the egg pallet to replace it back into my mods list. So I have to buy them again and haul them back here. Not a biggie. Anyways, chickens are looking happy. I'm feeling a lot more happy about how this is all going. And hopefully, if you enjoyed what you've seen, or the banter, or the graphics, maybe you learned something. Please do give me a like on your way out. And what the heck, if you enjoyed it, subscribe. We're young and growing, and I'll do this just for the love of it. I don't care if there's 10 subscribers or 10,000. I'm going to continue doing what I do as I do it, which is live. I do not re-render, which makes it all the more exciting to watch me mess up here and there. But yeah, that's how it's going to go here. So again, like and subscribe on your way out, please, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.